welcome one, welcome all. It is game 2 of the UNO Quad here from beautiful Omaha and just out of downtown. It's Tall Anderson Field, the backdrop for our Class 4A battle here today. And game 2 of the 4-game slate here from beautiful, once again, Tall Anderson Field. And we get the chance to broadcast here, again, a massive battle between the number 1 team in the land, Sioux City East, taking on the Valley Tigers. And again, appreciate you coming along and joining us for the ride, ladies and gentlemen. Going to go ahead and get you into the broadcast booth. Andrew Brown giving you all the strikes and all strikes, hits, outs, everything in between. And these two teams, we know their pedigree. And they've got quite a battle ahead of them, as we'll take a look at a little bit of the players to watch here for Sioux City. As you can see right here, they have some big-time guys coming on up here. Western Kentucky commit and Cal Jepson, 90 total bases to go along with Bodie Collins, 417 average. And, of course, Cal Chamberlain coming on over from Sioux City North. He is committed to DMAC following his time. He'll be the pitcher here on the bump for the Sioux City East Black Raiders. But for right now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get it started as we are going to just roll right into this. Colton Remick is on the bump here for the Valley Tigers in this one as he looks to get things rolling. A 12 strikeout performance so far this year through just 7 innings pitched. He goes against the 5'10" hitting Cal Jepson. Jepson has been absolutely on a tear here in his farewell season before he heads to take on the collegiate scene, and he does so with Coach Mark Raridan. And if you don't remember, Coach Raridan was the guy leading the charge at Iowa Western, and he continues to take some Iowa talent with him there. That one gets set high, and that one's traveling. That one has some life to it, and that one is foul. Wow, a lot going on there, and it was nearly caught out there by Plum and left. He just had a lot of height to that to try and track that one down, and he ends up going all the way for just a long out, it looks like. Take that back. Heck of a play, and boy, that one sent up there for quite some time. Man, that had as much height on it as it did anything else. So a heck of a play out there in left field brings up now Kason Claiborne to the plate. And coming on up here on the ice, Sports Socials, you get to see just how hard a D1 football commit can swing the bat. And he takes a look and swings through that one for strike 2. Again, Colton Remick on the mound. He's headed to Nebraska for his bat, but right now in game 2 of the UNO Quad, he gets to take on the mound here and gets a chance to throw out there and get things rolling. He takes ball 1. Has only had 7 innings so far the whole season, but he gets a chance to throw out there and see what he's got. 12 strikeouts already on the season. And he swings through that one, and that will make it strikeout number 13 on the campaign, first of the game, as he sets 2 quick down. And now Kellen Koch stepping on up to the plate. The sophomore on the year, 74 total bases, a 488 average. He has driven in 46. He has 20 extra base hits on the season, and he laces that one out there. But coming on is Plum, and he said, hey, I'll take care of this. He records 2 of the 3 outs here in the top half of inning number 1 as East goes silently. And now we'll come on and we'll bring the bottom half of the first inning coming up. It'll be Grevengood, Hookey, and Stedman due up here for the Valley Tigers when we return.
When it comes to protecting your home, you need more than just a contractor. You need a team that you can trust. And at IA Sports, we trust Lion Exteriors. They deliver expert roofing, siding, and exterior solutions built to last because your home deserves the best. With quality craftsmanship, honest service, and stress-free process from start to finish, they make upgrading your home simple and reliable. Whether it's storm damage, a full roof replacement, or a fresh new look, Lion Exteriors has you covered. Contact Noah today or visit lion-exteriors.com and tell them IA Sports sent you to schedule your free inspection. Lion Exteriors, protecting your kingdom.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and take a look at what the lineup is going to look like here as we'll bring up the lineup for the Valley Tigers in this one, and they look a lot like this. Trent Grevengood is starting things off. McCabe Hookie will be at second. Ryan Stedman will be the third hole man, the DH. Be followed by the pitcher in the cleanup spot in Colton Remick. Alec McClinton up next, followed by Aiden Plum. Max Anderson in the 7 hole. Jack Plummer in 8. Cam Lind will round things out in the number 9 spot. And, of course, as we look at the defensive setup here, we'll take a look at Sioux City East. Defensively, they look like this. Cal Chamberlain, one of the hotter throwing strikeout throwers in 4A right now. He's on the bump. Logan Churkas behind the dish. He leads all of the nation in high school ball in hit by pitch. Frankie Stews at first. Bodie Calling at the Kirkwood commit at second. And the Western Kentucky commit, Cal Jepson at short. Lincoln McCaffrey at third. Leander in left. Quentin Ashcraft and center Callan Koch will be doing the duties at right field. And that is the slate that we have defensively here for the Sioux City East Black Raiders, who come in at 32-1 in the Missouri River. They have been as just almost unblemished on the year, as outstanding as you can ask them to be. They have been as strong as advertised, and it has been just the way you would want it here. Certainly a fun battle, but this one right now, the battle is turning in favor a little bit of the Valley Tigers as that one goes too far inside. And Grevengood will be hit by pitch. Second time here today. He gets onto the base pass via that outcome. And now we go ahead and bring up the number 2 hole hitter and McCabe Hookie. Runner on first, takes strike 1. Hookie in that game 1 had a couple of walks, came around to score both times. So we've got some major patience at the plate. And Cal Chamberlain on the mound, a transfer over from Sioux City North. 52 strikeouts on the bump. One of his last games that he pitched, and a Saturday showcase not too far from here at Lewis Central. He went a full complete game and just absolutely shut the door on a very strong Lewis Central squad. Runner is taken off there. The hit out over to Jepson. Has to look into his glove, but the good arm by Jepson helps to thwart any mishandle with the glove. And Jepson's coming out there to have a conversation here with Chamberlain as we have a runner now standing on second. There is one down. And Sioux City East, 32 wins on the season. This is arguably their best season yet to date in program history. No other team has gone 32-1 to start the campaign. They have done that here now, and they've got a lineup chock full of just studs who can go out there and win you games, which is really what brings this into a huge, intriguing matchup right now, because Valley also has that, from Remick to Stedman and beyond. Hookie as well, just absolutely high quality at bats. And that one is sent into right field, and Grevengood will test. No, he won't. He thought about it and then thought better of it there, as Koch will collect that in right field for out number 2. And with that, now coming up here is the DH. And now we have the pitcher in Colton Remick. Remick getting the chance here. And we'll have, again, a little bit of action onto the base pass here. With 2 down, Remick stepping up. Now, hitless in game 1. Certainly looking to add some more pop here with the bat. He sends that one astray. That one goes foul here for strike 1. Thanks again for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Sioux City East Black Raiders coming on in a 32-1 record, meanwhile, Valley 20-12 on the season. And that 20th win came right here in game 1 against Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln. The 0-1. That one's muscled out there. A big pick there at third by McCaffrey. A long throw, and he ends up capturing that one as he goes second base side to nab the runner. And no harm, no foul. A runner onto the base pass here for the Tigers goes for naught. As a 1, 2, 3, and 4 type of inning is in the books. And that is how we will rock things off. And we go into another inning. It is the second coming on up right after this.
Hey guys, a lot of ways out there in baseball to improve your game because it's all about improvement, right? And one of the ways you want to do that is improving your swing. One of the ways to help improve your swing, the batting donut. A trusted weight since 2022, comes in 9 and 16 ounce varieties. This covered in durable non-scratch silicone helped to protect your bat. It comes in a signature pink, blue, or chocolate frosting. Is a great way to pay homage to a wonderful breakfast treat while helping to strengthen, home in, and zero in on your perfect swing. So don't leave it to chance. Go out there, have some fun, and get the batting donut today.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get a new inning rocking and rolling here. The top half of inning number 2 is set to go, and it will be Sioux City East rocking here with Logan Churkus, the catcher. A .333 average on the year, and takes the next pitch in there here for a ball. And we'll give you the lineup here for the Black Raiders as it looks like this. Cal Jepson followed by Kason Claiborne has already happened. That one a high chopper out there to first. And Anderson with the catch and the out. Kellen Koch and then followed by Logan Churkus who just grounded out there. Bodie Calling is up next. Followed by Cal Chamberlain, the pitcher. And then Lincoln McCaffrey at third will be next, followed by Frankie Stews and Quentin Ashcraft. And again, as you notice there, almost everybody in the lineup here is one that has at least a .300 batting average or better. So this is a lineup that is absolutely chock full of talent. They have done a lot. They have proven a lot. As that one is in there for strike 1. And evens it up now at 1-1. And Remick with the pitch. Too far outside here to Calling, who despite rocking it with the bat right now, is Sioux City East's all-time career wins leader on the mound. And that was a mark that he earned a few weeks ago. And since then, he has just been adding on to what has been a stellar career as a Black Raider. A 1-strike count for Remick and the pitch. That one's sent foul here. We now move it to 2 strikes. Coming up about inning number 4, we'll talk to Coach Britsky about what this quad means, getting it set up, and the importance that it brings here to the table. And we'll have that all set for you again about inning number 4, as that one's right back at it. So far, no hits through the first inning, and now inning into inning and a half. Logan Cherkas started the inning with a ground out. And that one out there, a big deep throw from third. Plummer with a good arm and secures that one for the out. And now 2 quick down here in the top of inning number 2. And now Cal Chamberlain is heading on up. He overcame an injury to start the season, and he has been as strong and sound as you could ever ask anybody to be here. He's batting 398 on the year, 46 total bases, has driven in 34 runs on the year, and he's been known for his bat, but man, he has continued to add. He's been known for his pitching, I should say. But he has flipped the script here and kind of put himself out there as an overall player. Again, nearly 400 with the average on the year, 46 total bases. And right now, he's in a bit of a hole here to Remick. That one too far inside, lets that one fall. Again, East in the orange tops, white pants. Valley back in their black tops, gray pants. Lincoln McCaffrey is on deck here for the Black Raiders should they continue. And good job here by Chamberlain as he takes it from a 2-strike count and draws it full now. It's 3-2. Here's the look, and Remick with the fire. That one gets sent out there into left field, and that will come down into the glove of Plummer. 3 outs for Plummer here in the left field spot. And that effectively ends the half-inning stretch. So 1, 2, 3, go East. Second time they've done that here as we head to the bottom half of inning number 2. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up next when we return here on the IA Baseball Network.
Oftentimes when you have an injury or fall and you're concerned, your first thought is to go to the emergency room. But with DMOS Urgent Injury Clinic, wait times are often a lot less and you can be seen at a lower cost.
If you know that your injury is related to bones, joints, muscles, ligaments, it's a great place to start.
From sprains and strains to fractures and even lacerations. We have 3 clinics for urgent injury that you can be seen at, and we have fantastic surgeons that we can consult and refer to when necessary.
.62, Coach, 62. First out. We're doing this so that the kids can continue to play. Like we used to enjoy playing when I was in high school. I understand how fun it was, and I want that same fun to be had by the kids now. So that's why we need more officials to keep these games going on.
Hey, thanks, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. It is Sioux City East in an epic battle here with West Des Moines Valley. Appreciate you jumping on for the ride here as we get McClinton stepping on up here once again for the Valley Tigers here in the bottom half of inning number 2. Cal Chamberlain on the bump here for Sioux City East. Both pitchers in Chamberlain and Remick have been dealing so far. No hits, no runs. There's nothing on the scoreboard right now, as it is all zeros. And now we change from a 1-0 to right at it 1-1. Again, nearly 60 strikeouts on the season here for Chamberlain. And thought about it there, almost got it through. And Chamberlain, 52 strikeouts, an ERA of 1.80. Team sitting just 174 against him on the season through 35 innings. And the 35 innings means he is the workhorse. He is the number one in terms of innings pitched on this squad. And that's right up the middle and a huge bounce. Jepson all the way at second will nab the runner at first. He had a long way to run, but Jepson past the second base bag just goes to prove why Western Kentucky was so high on this guy. That was absolutely stellar. And gosh, you know what? You just don't see that very often. That was a hard play that was made to look very, very easy as Aiden Plum stepping on up to the plate. He's been busy catching fly balls in left field, and this is his first trip up to the batter's box, I should say. This one gets lifted left side. That one's taken deep, 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 and it is off the wall, and it is gonna be a stand-up double here. Heck of an effort out of the Valley Tiger as Plum will stand on second. That one bounces over into the bullpen. And Plum with a heck of a day so far. Game one, walked twice, and today against one of the premier pitchers in 4A, he manages to strike a searing double and gets onto the base pass for his first hit of the game here for either squad. With one down, that'll bring up Max Anderson to the plate. And the first time from the windup here in this inning for Chamberlain, he'll take a look and fire ball one. Anderson on the season, 250 average, has driven in 8. From Tal Anderson Field here in Omaha. Tried to paint the outside edge on that one. It draws the count 2-0. Sioux City, East End Valley, two teams that, again, been blessed to see their practices, man. And can't wait to show you on social media what I've seen from their practice. I'll get that up there here in the near future. But, boy, nothing is without purpose on either of these squads. They do things. Every single second is timed out. Every single thing is with a purpose. And, you know, you just go to see the health of these programs where they're at. This is exactly it here, that you see why these teams are so successful year in and year out. And the fire on home. This one gets popped out there, will not breach the outfield grass, as Stoos will come on to grab that one for out number 2. So Stoos for 2. Sounds like a really cool dance move. In the end, it's just out number 2 as Anderson set down on the pop-up. And that'll bring up Jacob Plummer to the plate. First trip up in today's action for Plummer. And he'll shoot that one foul left side right out of the gate, strike one. Just one hit so far in this game, and the guy standing on second is the one who did it, Aiden Plum. And now it's Plummer at the dish trying to get something rolling here, trying to add on to the one hit so far. And that one will go too far inside, and that will get him on the legs. Plummer will be hit by pitch, so his first trip onto the varsity scene here today goes by hit by pitch. So now with 2 runners on, Cam Lind out of the 9-hole had a solid outing in the game against Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln and looking to grab his first official hit here out of the 9-hole. A sticky situation here for Chamberlain. He'll fire on home. That one's fouled back. Here's strike one. Again, Lind on the season, 333, has 15 total bases. Looking to add on. He has had a good time so far. He has had 8 combined total extra base hits on the year. He's driven in 6. And the pitch. And the outside edge has been caught. Strike number 2. And Cal Chamberlain 1 out away from getting out of a jam with 2 runners on. 1 hit in the inning so far, but nothing else showing for it. Chamberlain will look. He'll look home and fire on home. That one, a little bit of a waste pitch there. And gosh, I talk with Coach Miller often, and he talked about really when you dive into pitching, there always has to be a purpose for every pitch. Sometimes you miss, but you know what? With this squad, there's not a whole lot of misses. So that seemed like it can expand the zone just a bit, and we'll see what happens here. That one chopped over the left side, but over McCaffrey's head into foul territory it goes, and we'll be right back at it here. More action is coming your way. High and Tight comes your way every single Monday, Sunday night / Monday. Depends on when we get it up, but boy, it's your chance to go ahead and catch up on what's happened around the league, from highlights, history lessons, and of course, who did we do wrong across the week? Doing them dirty segment out there as well. So plenty of opportunity, plenty of things for you to catch up on, and really hope you continue to do that. And because it's all for you guys, right? It's all about our listeners, our viewers, and what you want to hear about, what you want to see. And it's all here on High and Tight. So make sure to check that out every Sunday night / Monday morning. Plus, we go ahead and we break down the new team rankings and positional rankings for each week. And based off of how this week has gone, there'll be some definite shakeups here within the class structure. That one sails outside, so great job by Lynn drawing it full after seeing 2 strikes early. He now has the chance. A hit would do some damage here. A walk would load the bases. And the runners are taken off, slashed foul, and into the dugout it looked like. Boy, you got to keep your head on a swivel with that one. Valley keeping their heads turned and ready to go. You got to be that way as the number 9 hole hitter in Cam Lind looking to try and put something up there. Outfield is shallow here for Sioux City East. That one, chopper. All right. And now backing up here just a bit. The outfield formation looking about middle depth. And middle infield deep here for the Black Raiders. Corners normal. And runners take it off again. This one is looped, and that one is over Jepson's head. That will be a run scored here for the Valley Tigers. As coming on into second with a heck of a lot of energy, that is Lind. His first hit of the day brings home the first run here of the ball game. So clearing the bases here on that one. Lind stands on second now. He has driven home the first 2 runs, and it is Valley to continue the inning here with 2 down and bringing up the top of the lineup here in Grevengood. And just goes to show that second leadoff guy is definitely Lind, because now you get a guy who finds his way on the bases every single time. And you got a lot going on for you here. So a 2-0 lead here for the Valley Tigers off the strength of 3 hits, 2 in the inning, and the pitch. That one dialed in there for the strike. So a pair of hits so far, both of them extra base hits. That has helped to push across the 2 runs you see on the scoreboard. That one's sailing too far out of the zone. 2-1 the count. There are 2 down. Sioux City East looking to get out of this. It has been all damage with 2 outs for the Valley Tigers offensively. That one laced over there to short, and Jepson with a good throw will nab him by a step, and the inning is officially over. But not before more damage done here by the Valley Tigers. They take the first lead of the game as we will head into a brand new third coming on up. And for the Sioux City East Black Raiders, 7, 8, and 9 in the lineup due next.
Hey guys, a lot of ways out there in baseball to improve your game because it's all about improvement, right? And one of the ways you want to do that is improving your swing. One of the ways to help improve your swing, the batting donut. A trusted weight since 2022, comes in 9 and 16 ounce varieties. This covered in durable non-scratch silicone helped to protect your bat. It comes in a signature pink, blue, or chocolate frosting. Is a great way to pay homage to a wonderful breakfast treat while helping to strengthen, home in, and zero in on your perfect swing. So don't leave it to chance. Go out there, have some fun, and get the batting donut today.
.62, Coach. 62. First down. We're doing this so that the kids can continue to play. Like we used to enjoy playing when I was in high school.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here from Tal Anderson Field here in Omaha. It's Sioux City East and West Des Moines Valley battling at it. 2 heavy hitters in the 4A scene as Lincoln McCaffrey, the third baseman, getting his first shot here in this one. Sends one foul to start his very first at-bat of the day. And a 1-1 count. Here we go now. The Black Raiders, so far, they have gone 1-2-3 in the first 2 innings. They have been held hitless, looking to break that trend here. That one well laid off of in the dirt. Colton Remick coming on in, had 7 innings under his belt so far before today's action. He earned 12 strikeouts. And so far, he has 1, so 13 on the season so far. And right now, a 2-2 count to the number 7 hole man for the Black Raiders. And the pitch. That one's muscled high, but that will barely get into the outfield grass. Coming on in from right field will be... And he will go ahead and capture it for the out. So first baseman Frankie Stews and his first trip onto the batter's box here in this one. He starts off with ball 1. Stews on the year, 344 average, has driven in 27, and that includes 10 total extra base hits. Remick with the quick fire. And that's the get me over strike that he needed there. 1 down, Sioux City East and Valley battling it out in a battle of 2 top 16 programs. A swing through on that one. It marks strike number 3, and Stews is set down. That's the second strikeout of the game for Remick. Now that brings up the bottom of the lineup in Quentin Ashcraft. as he sends that one on a looper out there into left field. And boy, in a matter of right around 10 pitches or so, it has been a heck of an efficient inning here for Remick as he sets down the East lineup once again, 1, 2, and 3. And that'll be all she wrote here for the top half of inning number 3. We're going to come back with the bottom half, and as we have Hookey, Stedman, and Remick due up for the Tigers right after this on the IA Baseball Network.
When it comes to protecting your home, you need more than just a contractor. You need a team that you can trust. And at IA Sports, we trust Lion Exteriors. They deliver expert roofing, siding, and exterior solutions built to last, because your home deserves the best. With quality craftsmanship, honest service, and stress-free process from start to finish, they make upgrading your home simple and reliable. Whether it's storm damage, a full roof replacement, or a fresh new look, Lion Exteriors has you covered. Contact Noah today or visit lion-exteriors.com and tell them IA Sports sent you to schedule your free inspection. Lion Exteriors, protecting your kingdom.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are rocking it here from Tal Anderson Field in Omaha. A overcast sky kind of day, but it doesn't deter us from some great baseball here. It's a quad setting here today as we have Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln. We have West Des Moines Valley, Sioux City East, and Ames High School in attendance. This is game 2 of the 4-game slate. And perhaps one of the more notable ones here, as Sioux City East comes in with just 1 loss on the campaign. As that one is sent on over to McCaffrey, and from third is a good chuck there. He'll nab him by a few steps, and that's how we start the bottom half of inning number 3. The 4th ground out here of the game for the Tigers, and Chamberlain, despite what has been a couple of hits, has actually held his own so far. Stedman 0 for 1 so far, looking to get back into it. He is 1 extra base hit away from reaching 20 on the season. Again, we've talked about him and his commitment to the Iowa Hawkeyes following his time as a Tiger. Of course, Chamberlain committed to DMAC following his time as a Black Raider. Tons of collegiate talent on the field right now, including at shortstop. As you have Cal Jepson. And Jepson is a guy that is heading to play for Coach Mark Roaring. Or not Mark Roaring, excuse me. He is going to play for the former coach for the Iowa Western Reavers and Coach Raridan. As Coach Raridan brings an Iowa product with him to Western Kentucky. That one sails a bit, and we now draw the count 3-1. And get the overstrike there for the full count here. Stedman again looking for his first hit in game number 2. Chamberlain with the look, and he'll fire on home. That one gets sent on out of here, and we go right back at it again. Chamberlain cracking a smile there. Again, he came into the contest 52 strikeouts. He has not yet recorded his first official strikeout yet today. He'll look in the fire on home. That one gets sent out there into left center field. That one is going, but that'll be caught out there in center by Ashcraft. Heck of a run for the upperclassman as he will secure out number 2. So the fly to center. And now it's Colton Remick. He grounded out last time up. His team is on the upper end of a 2-0 advantage here. And this one sent foul here for the strike. Valley picked up their 20th win in the opener of the UNO Quad over Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln. They did, and again, in game one, it was primarily a defensive battle all the way until the final inning. That one, a high chopper out there to Jepson, just past the bag, and the throw will get on by a step. Heck of an effort there. He is one of the best for a reason, and that will take us into the next inning here as we get the chance to bring you the fourth coming on up right after this here on the IA Baseball Network.
Student council really was a good opportunity for me to understand myself as an individual leader and understand the best way for me to help other people.
Student council provides you with these skills that will last you not just through high school, not just through college if that's something you want to do, but for the rest of your life.
It's much better to face those obstacles now and learn how to overcome them so that when they take that next step, they already have some of those skills in place to cope and overcome and become the best version of themselves that they can be.
Being in a place where you feel like you belong and finding kind of your voice is so important.
By being around other leaders, you really soak up all of that leadership, and it just makes you want to become a better leader.
There's people out there who have a capability for change and are willing to go out and create that change. And if I associate myself with them, I'll be a part of that grand scheme of things that's bringing positivity and positive change throughout the state.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thanks again for tuning in, having a fun day with us to Game 2 of the UNO Quad, the Sioux City's Black Raiders, and their top of the lineup and Western Kentucky commit in Cal Jepson back here. 0 for 1 so far. He's looking to change the tides here. So far, the Black Raiders, a team that has come in averaging over 11 hits per contest, yet to find their first hit in this one, and that one's dialed in for the strike. Black Raiders, again, 32 wins on the year. This one is laced out there and right back from where it came from, up the middle into the outfield grass. And the Black Raiders have their first hit of the ball game as the top of the lineup in Jepson secures a single. And of course, with that, that would mark hit number 52 on the year for Jepson. He's also quite the stolen base threat, as he has stolen 26 out of 27 attempts. He'll take off. No, he won't. Quick one. He thought about it. And the end goes on back as Kason Claiborne, the DH, committed to play football at the University of Minnesota next year. We got the chance. You know what? If you ever want to see a guy who can be so respectful and so just passionate and also just be one of the dogs at the same time, this is the guy. I mean, he truly is. Kason Claiborne is a unique, one-of-a-kind individual. And, same with really all these guys here, from Stedman, Remick, for Valley, of course, Claiborne, McCaffrey, Jepson for East. I mean, you got guys who are just as good of people as they are players. And getting them to swing on that outside pitch. Second time up, second time down here for Claiborne. That's strikeout number 3 here for Remick as he brings one out to the table. And now we bring up Callan Koch to the plate. And he gets the strike over there. A .488 average, has 74 total bases. And he has 20 extra base hits on the season, including a pair of home runs. The Black Raiders getting on to the hit column here early. We're in the, well, midway through the game, I should say, top of the fourth. Jepson will take off. There will be the throw, but it will not be in time. That ball scoots just enough away. And Jepson officially picks up stolen base number 27 on the season as he cruises in and stands in scoring position. Again, the Black Raiders have had a historically good season. And again, that's a program that continually has good years. They recently took 2 against Sergeant Bluff Luton, took 1 against Ankeny, and a couple against Lamar's. That one is, it's out the outstretched hand out there of Lind. That will bring 1 run on home, and we have a 1-run deficit here for Sioux City East. Heck of a play by Lind, but just out of reach, and that brings home 1, and it's an RBI single here for Koch. And again, you got to give kudos here to Jepson. Has some speed, and he made his way cleanly all the way from second as he scores to now bring up Logan Turkus to the plate. Turkus with the national lead in being hit by pitch, 99 plus on the season, or on the year career, I should say, not just the season, on his career. So he is a career hit by pitch leader. And he swings through that one to get the strike. So with a runner on first, Koch helped bring home the first run of the game for the Black Raiders. Trying to keep that going alive and keep it rolling here. 1 down in the top of inning number 4. Game number 2 of the 4-game slate. East will take on Ames in the next battle here. And then Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln takes on Ames in the nightcap coming on up. 1-2 here. It's been a heck of a game so far. East poking across 1 run in the top half, trying to answer what was done by Valley in the bottom of the second. Trying to keep them honest over there. Again, it's already been proven this is an East squad who can find the way around the bases very quickly. As Koch stands on first. That one falling in the dirt for ball 3. Turkus well over the 300 mark on the season. He has found a way to be both a utility kind of handyman extraordinaire. Finds his way into the infield as well at times, but again, primarily behind the dish where he has rocked it this season, and he draws the walk. That's ball number 4, and there's something brewing here even more now for the Black Raiders. 2 on as Turkus gets to first base for the first time, and Bodie Calling standing on up. Again, known a lot for his wins record, but he's also been rocking the bat pretty well here in the 2026 season. .417 average, 68 total bases. If he could connect here, he'd drive in at least RBI number 40 on the year. Remick, and that is a bunt attempt that is gonna go just foul. Boy, that was looking like it would hug the line all the way, and that was just about as perfect as you could get it. But in the end, we go all the way back for just a loud strike number 1. Nearly a perfect bunt laid down from a guy that is very versed in extra base hits, finding his way into the gap and all kinds of things. Just goes to show both of these teams show a lot of versatility when they go up against some good competition. And that's what you're going to need to take the win here. Remick with the fire. And laid off there at the plate, 1-1. Again, overcast skies. We had a little bit of sun pop out in game 1. But here in game 2, it's all overcast. And you know what? That's perfectly fine. It's still a great day for baseball here at Tall Anderson Field in Omaha. Gets him to swing through that one and down to his final strike in the at-bat. We have 2 hits for each team right now. Valley with 2 consecutive doubles helped to plate 2 in the bottom half of the second. That's how they have the advantage right now. The 1-2 delivery from Remick coming on up. He'll fire on home, and he'll get the strikeout. Calling is set down with the 4th K of the game here for Remick. That was a big out number 2, as it's potentially thwarts any more push here from East. Chamberlain stepping on up. He flew out his first time. And he takes a look as Remick will look home, and the fire home will be for strike 1. And Sioux City East, led by Coach Trevor Miller, having a good run here. Last year made it to state for the first time in well over 10 years. Nearly 20 years, I should say. And also in the same year that it was held, 3A, 4A state tournament in Sioux City. And again, what just a season it was. Unfortunately ended sooner than they would have wanted here at the state tournament, as that one too far off the edge for ball 2. And this year, despite some of the losses that they have, they seem to retool even more, and that includes Chamberlain coming on over from Sioux City North. And the fire will be too far on the outer edge, so playing the patient game here from the number 6 hole man. Already 1 run home here in the inning for the Black Raiders, trying to tie it up here. Here's the pitch. And down to this final strike of the at-bat. The count draws full, so the runners may or may not just be taken off here. You have Koch on second, Cherkas on first. Remick will look, he'll fire on home as the runners take off and have to hit on back. A battle between these two teams is always fun. It hasn't happened a ton in the grand scheme of things, but it has been a fun battle nonetheless. And we get it here as they are, again, 2 top 16 ranked teams. Runners are taken off, and that one does get into the outfield grass. And Koch headed around. He will score. As he will, score from third. And that is an RBI double here for the number 6 hole man. And the pitcher helping out his own cause. Chamberlain ties the ball game. So now as there are 2 runners on, both in scoring position here, we move on through. And third baseman in Lincoln McCaffrey back on up. Another multi-year starter, at least 3 years on the starting role for a lot of these guys for the Black Raiders of Sioux City East. And the next pitch will find its way to low, ball 2. The Black Raiders found themselves down 2-0 after 2. They have answered that here in the top half of the 4th. And that's the get me over strike that you need. Again, it needed to be still a competitive pitch from Remick, and it was. And you can say for most of the game so far, he's been competitive with his pitches. hasn't really let things get away too much. And that one was just a heat trying to challenge him there. And he does capture the strike. Remick has a good, strong arm. An arm that really could be could fit anywhere on the field right now. And the pitch. Too high and away, brings it all full here at 3-2. And once again, the second straight full count, and we'll see what comes of it. Last time, a ringing double by Chamberlain to bring home a run. The look and the fire. That one is the strikeout he needed. That marks it number 5 on the day here for Remick as he gets out of the jam. He allows 2, and the score is all knotted up at 2 apiece. And we get the chance, and we will head on back with the bottom half of inning number 4. We got a conversation to have coming back up, and we'll get to it right here on the IA Baseball Network.
Oftentimes when you have an injury or fall and you're concerned, your first thought is to go to the emergency room. But with DeMoss Urgent Injury Clinic, wait times are often a lot less and you can be seen at a lower cost.
If you know that your injury is related to bones, joints, muscles, ligaments, it's a great place to start.
From sprains and strains to fractures and even lacerations. We have 3 clinics for urgent injury that you can be seen at, and we have fantastic surgeons that we can consult and refer to when necessary.
.62, Coach. 62. First out. We're doing this so that the kids can continue to play. Like we used to enjoy playing when I was in high school. I understand how fun it was, and I want that same fun to be had by the kids now. So that's why we need more officials to keep these games going on.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as it is now time for the bottom half of inning number 4. And after the strikeout here for Remick, back at the plate here goes McClinton. 5, 6, and 7 due up here for the Valley Tigers as we get rolling here from Tall Anderson Field here in wonderful Omaha, Nebraska. We've gone across the border to have some fun here in a quad form as that one is lifted and will find its way out in there. That will be at least 2 and see how he gets there. And that will be the 3rd double of the game here for the Valley Tigers. As McClinton gets onto the doubles train, he'll find his way here with nobody out. And of course, as we go ahead, we can't forget, we're going to go ahead and bring you back into the mix here. We're going to talk with Coach Britsky of, again, Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln. And Coach, thank you for joining us here today.
Of course. I always look forward to it.
You know what? I truly do too here, Coach. This is always a fun time because it gives us a chance to be on a absolute pristine type of field here. And I just got to say, we're doing it with good weather today. That's always fun.
I'll take it. I'll take the overcast day, 82 degrees and a little humidity, but sure beats 95 with the same humidity, right?
Absolutely, as that one's dialed in there to the strike to Aiden Plum, also one of the 3 doubles hitters in the game for the Tigers. And you know what? Talk to me through, again, the UNO Quad. This has been how many years in existence now? I believe 4 or 5?
I think this is our 4th year doing it here. Yeah.
And this is, as that one is chopped foul, a nice backhand pick. He has to go all the way across the field for it, does not get it in time, but a heck of an attempt there by McCaffrey. And that would have been a play even a major leaguer would have had a hard time with, as it puts runners on the corners. But, this field here, I always tell the story. When I Google mapped it here for the first time, Coach, I think I felt like you were going to send me to this wide open plain field because Google Maps did not have this stadium up yet when I first came. and I go, man, I don't know what to do. I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, no, I live right down the street, not too far away actually, and so it's really like a home game for me too. No, Mark Roaring and I, the former Dowling head coach, we got together and wanted to do something special for the guys, and really that's what it's all for. Is just give the guys a cool place to play, a Division I facility. Reached out to the university, not knowing what they would say to us, and they said absolutely. And so every year we get to do it, and we'll keep coming back as long as they'll have us. But yeah, it's a really cool experience for the players.
And yeah, absolutely, it's an experience here because you really have to play this field a little bit different. I mean, you have 330 down the lines here, 410 up front, and you have space to roam in the outfield.
Yeah, it's the same dimensions as Kauffman Field in Kansas City. So yeah, it's a deep yard. Obviously on turf adds its challenges as well, especially for the outfielders. So you got to keep the ball in front. You probably play a little bit deeper than you normally would in a regular place. But yeah, it certainly serves a challenge.
Well, no doubt about that. Always a fun challenge at that. And again, as we have a conversation out there on the mound, just kind of have to, at this point, if you are Valley, just kind of keep the pressure on.
They're good at it.
They sure are. They got a runner on third already, and runner on first and third, I should say. As we have the empty count here. And that one's sent. That one's on a foul trip there. Again, we have Plum standing on first, and we have McClinton on at third. So Valley picking up another hit, getting on, and again, Anderson with 0-1 mark so far to this point. And the interesting thing about it here as well, the facility is absolutely great, and one of the things that we do love is the bunt attempt is set down, and they are not going to send the runner home. They are going to get the out at first. Great job there by Chamberlain. Boy, that one's a tough play, Coach, because you gotta honor the guy at third and what the aggressiveness is there, but you still want to get the out. That's kind of where you have to play that battle.
Yeah, there's no question about it. You got to execute there, and everyone's in the right position, and Cal makes a good a decision, looks him back, and has plenty of time to get to first base, but that's all about execution. Bunt coverages and bunt offense is just to put pressure on teams, and yep, if you execute, did your job.
Plummer stepping on up here, a hit by pitch. His first trip up. Would like to have a little less painful mark heading on over. So with the out, both runners have advanced here into scoring position. And Coach, one of the things too is you get matchups like this here. And the matchup that we had this morning, the matchup that we have today, right now, and of course, as that one swung through for the strike, not only this, you get Ames and East up next, and then you guys take on Ames in the nightcap. I mean, that's a 4 full game slate of just absolutely premier matchups.
And that's what we want. We want this to be a space where we can show off the west side of the state. And, with us in East having 2 really good seasons, it gives us an opportunity to bring some of those middle of the state schools in. And we want to see good competition. So I think it's good for everybody.
That one a little high up and in, right about the hand level. That will be called the ball. As we go to 1-2 now with the count. And I want to talk on the Lynx here for just a bit, because what a season it is. Already 20 wins, 7th in the Bound era. And I got to say, Coach, there's been a lot of times that one gets away and the runner is heading on home. There will be a new lead change as the Valley Tigers go ahead and they pick up one more run to lead this one 3-2. But I got to ask here, what a season it has been. Of course, you go ahead and have big games like you've had against Sioux City Bishop Heelan. Big games there, 1-2 games against them. And that, to me, kind of solidified where this team is on a legitimate track. I mean, what's been the secret sauce this year?
Selflessness. That's our core pillar of our program. It's selfless at bats. It's being a teammate. It's choosing we over me. And we've done an excellent job, and all credit to the players.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, could you ask any more out of them? And certainly they have found a way to win so many games, and of course, they found a way to win big games as well. The offense, talk about that for a bit. We saw the last couple of years some big guys leave, and the question always is, how can you make that up? How have they made it up?
Yeah, well, they work hard. I mean, every chance we get to have batting practice in the offseason, in-game or in-season practices, very intentional. You know,
3-2 is swung on, and Plummer is set down with the strike. That marks the first strikeout of the game here for Chamberlain as Lynn comes back on up here with 2 down.
it's about teaching guys, to do what you can do really well, right? Hammer the pitches that you hammer well, spoil the pitches, hit the mistakes, be selfless in your approach, move runners any way you possibly can, put pressure on teams. And the guys have bought in completely, and they work hard on it.
Absolutely. And you know what? Here we sit. And this seems just like the trend in the right direction. Yes, you go up against a really tough Valley squad, but man, most of the game, this whole series against Valley was nothing but close games, 1-run ball game here and there. And for the most part, you kept it with them today.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're trying to do. We can't expect to go out there and win 40 games in the season, but we have to go out there and compete for 40 games. And when no matter who's across the dugout in the other side of the field, you got to compete. And sometimes we show up and do that. Other times we don't, and we got to get that figured out. But, they work really hard. We do really like what we have.
And I got to talk a little bit as that one is shot left side. McCaffrey with the fire on to first, and a good play will get him. And that will end the top or the bottom half of the inning here. But before we go any further here, I do got to ask, as we know you got to get going here, Coach, but one of the things I really do appreciate is we get to this point in, gosh, you're so much in the mix conference-wise. This has always been just a brutal conference to go through, and you're on that right side of that. You talk about the work and dedication, but how much does that set you up going forward?
Well, it sets us up really nice. I mean, I think, you got to take care of the games you can take care of, and a conference is always our first priority. And 20 wins is our measuring stick for success. Like, we want to get to 20 wins. That tells us we're competing in conference. It tells us we're competing when we have non-conference games on the weekends, which we've had a lot of rainouts this year with those.
Yeah.
But it's important for us to try to be at the top of that conference. And with Sioux City East obviously being the best team in the state, being in our conference, we know that, hey, it's a grind, and everybody in that conference is good. And you got to go out there and win every game. Nothing is given to you in the MRAC.
Oh, absolutely not. And the fact that, again, when you have teams like East with the Heelan, and it's always a battle here. But again, love the showing here from the western side of the state, and there's so much good baseball that has happened here in the western side of the state. I got to say, as that one gets lifted high, that one's taken, that one's going, and that will be over the head of McClinton in right field, and that will be a stand-up double for Frankie Stews. He took no time in going ahead to clobber that one out to right field, and Sioux City East with a good start to this one. He stands in there with the first extra base hit of the game for the Black Raiders. And, of course, with that coming on up, we have Quentin Ashcraft. Yep, it was. Again, you had Jepson standing there at the batter's box. Made me think just a little bit here. One of the other things, too, is, again, you talked about the relationship between what you have going on and coaches like Coach Roaring, who's now at Regina, but, of course, the group here at University of Omaha. The fact that they have allowed this and make this a part, I mean, this is memorable for everybody, and the connection really matters.
Yeah, there's no question about it. I mean, again, I think everybody that's at this field today, coaches especially, we all acknowledge that this is a game for the players. It's not our teams, it's their teams, and it's their experience. So, Trevor and I go a ways back at our Morningside days together, and so it's just fun to have and keep those connections and be able to invite these guys out and showcase for everybody.
And a bunt attempt pulled back here as we draw from 1-1 to 1-1. And plenty of things going on here. And I absolutely love, again, the fact that we have, you bring in all these teams, good travel for them. But again, absolutely great experience. Bunt attempt pulled back yet again here. 2-1 now the count. Interesting here, Coach, when you get a guy that's showcasing bunt like that, what do you tell the pitchers? Because that's kind of a nerve-wracking stance right there. Remick obviously having a little bit of wildness to him.
Yeah, two things. You want your pitcher to acknowledge the fact that he's giving you an out, right? And outs are precious. So you got to be able to get it across the plate. Let him put the bunt down if he wants to. They executed perfectly there, but East wanted to move the runner. They got their runner moved. And so you're either throwing it down the middle and let them get you the out that they're giving you, or try to operate high and inside a little bit to try to get induce that pop up.
Is there ever a time in which you show it and say, hey, just fake it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we have a fake bunt steal call that we use pretty regularly. It just depends on who the catcher and pitcher combo is in that situation.
Absolutely. As now we move to the top of the lineup as the sacrifice here by Ashcraft. Successful Cal Jepson, who sent a screaming single up the middle his last time up. He will be plunked on the upper arm there, and he gets the chance to hit on over the leading stolen base thief for the Black Raiders back onto the base pass here. And it took one pitch to do it. And now Jason Claiborne gets back on up to the plate. And boy, with this here, as we stand,
let's see what they're going to do here.
It is really interesting and intriguing here because as coaching staff come on out to have a conversation, I don't know, Coach, do you at this point, you don't take him out, right?
No, I don't think so. I think you got to let him finish this inning here for sure. He's throwing pretty well. I mean, I don't really think that he's fallen off here, but I think this is a situation you got a first and third. You got to figure out what your middle infield is going to do here with one out. I think they're going to play back for a double play, but I think that's what the conversation is. Making sure everybody's on the same page. First and third is the most nerve-wracking play for a coach on the defensive side of things. So everyone has to be on the same page. You have to execute here. I think that's what more this is about than necessarily a mound visit.
Yeah, well, in fact, that you have a guy in Remick who's just been on point.
Man.
You know, he's only had 7 innings under his belt, but you can't really tell. And I think that goes to show, you have talked about this well. If you have a good arm that you can use anywhere in the field, try him out on the mound.
Arm talent for sure. Everybody's a pitcher until we tell you you're not. You know,
I love that.
So, yeah,
I love
that's
that.
how it goes. But
absolutely,
really good ball player. Yeah.
Well, and I got to talk about Grayson Clark here a little bit. You talk about good ball players. I mean, gosh, is there anybody else in your time? You've seen a lot of good guys here. As that bunt attempt is let back and ball one, and we kind of knew that Jepson was taken off, as he will get credit for the stolen base here. And we have runners on second and third now, and a 1-0 count here to the Minnesota football commit. But Grayson Clark, I got to ask, what's it been like to coach that kind of a guy who he's always out there, he's always having conversations, always kind of directing traffic, and that's kind of what you want by the guy behind the mound.
Yeah, he's a coach's dream. I mean, Grayson is a coach's dream. He's the most selfless kid. He cheers on his teammates. He is baseball IQ is very high with him. He's the perfect guy, and he plays the perfect position on the field to be the field general because nobody does it better than him.
The 1-1 in the dirt, nicely done by the backstop here, as that's kind of what you want with the guy trying to keep things in as Snook. Again, the DH for a position here for the Valley Tigers. But, yeah, I mean, you talk about there, it's a guy who can, as that one gets away, and coming on home as Ashcraft will slide in, and that will be run number 3 here for Sioux City East as they tie it up yet again.
Didn't have to work very hard for that run.
No. And one of the things that really is intriguing, especially in the conference you sit here, there's a lot of times where you got teams that make it look too easy. You guys done it before. Makes it look so easy, as that one is gone for ball number 4. And first trip on, excuse me.
You call the strike on him.
Oh, I'd take that back. 3-2 now the count. I think he was just as surprised as I was back up here. The next pitch, and he swings through that one. I know he's not happy about that, as that is his 3rd K of the game. It is now K number 6 on the day here for Remick on the mound. And that kind of takes a little bit of flair away from potentially grabbing the lead here.
That's a huge out for Remick there to get Claiborne swinging there, leaving that runner stranded at third with 2 outs here. Now you can play deep, you can play back, play your normal defense, make a pitch. Good play there by Coach Dillon.
Yeah, you got to say, maybe we should string him out there, put him out there a little bit. Heck of a play off camera as we resume back here. 1 run in the top half of inning number 5 here for Sioux City. They have helped to even this game up. 4 hits for both squads, 3 runs for both squads, as again, Koch is setting up there now with a 1-1 count. But again, down the lineup here, there's been some guys that have kind of stepped up. And, honestly, when you lose some guys, you're just not sure what's going to come up here. But there's been up and down the lineup. It's been interesting. There was a lot of good at-bats here in Game 1.
Yeah, I think we could certainly perform a little bit better than we did in Game 1. But I will say the one thing about our lineup this year is that it's been the most balanced lineup we've ever had. It's not top-heavy. Everybody contributes. Everyone's doing something to help us win ball games.
As that one swung on here, drops him to a knee to give him strike 2.
I think we have one or maybe two of the guys in the starting 9 that are hitting below 300. So it's just contribution across the board. Everyone's very consistent, and we've been able to ride that wave most of the season.
Yeah, and most of the season has been, again, another 20-plus win season for you guys. It's been just fun, and always a pleasure that we get the chance to come here and have this kind of conversation here. And it's just the fact that we get now under the lights here, always good. Now, I got to ask, I love the day games here, but how cool is it to have a night game played here?
Yeah, night games are great. I mean, we played at home field. Let's get out of here.
That one sent out of play, foul ball.
We played at home field with no lights, and so we don't get a chance to play under the lights very often. When we do, it's always on the road. But in a facility like this, it's really fun to play under the lights, and the kids absolutely enjoy it. And it's a lot more enjoyable when you win, I'll tell you that. But it's good.
That's true. As we had the full count pitch, that one, again, chopped foul, leaving it at a 3-2 count. Last thing here, I got the chance to speak with the AD here just a bit, and, it is very cool. Things like this take a lot of planning and a lot of work, but, it just seems like the administration here for Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln does not fret. They go at it right away.
Yeah, and whether he was listening or not to this, Jeff is a phenomenal athletic director. There you go.
That one sears its way into the outfield, and hit number 5 for the Black Raiders will keep the inning alive here as we get Koch with his second hit of the ball game. And now it's Cherkas to get his chance, has to get his gear off and get right back at it.
Cherkas and Grayson Clark will be teammates together at Ellsworth next year.
In there,
so 2 of the best pitchers in the conference heading to Ellsworth.
And, of course, with that as well, that is the second RBI single in a row here for Koch, and back-to-back RBI singles and back-to-back innings. Perhaps one of the hotter hitters for Sioux City East right now stands on first. And, again, heck of an outing here at Cherkas get out there. And, again, Ellsworth turning out to be one of those programs that we have to turn more of our attention to.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, we've sent a couple guys there. Now this will be our 4th guy in the last 3 seasons to Ellsworth, and I think they have something really good going there.
Absolutely. They have, and, of course, they've had I've had a couple head coaches over the years that I just have absolutely loved. And I don't know, they keep finding guys like that, and they keep finding guys that obviously do a heck of a job here. That was hit by pitch number 27 on the season here for Cherkas as he heads out there. Again, how would you like to be known as the national high school leader in being hit by pitch?
Good for him. I guess to be the leader in anything would be fantastic. But what it tells you as a coach is that he gets on base. And I guess at the end of the day, that's what matters the most. We all laugh about it. Everyone in the conference jokes about it. It's impressive that it happens, and there have been times where it's been quite frustrating to be on the opposite side of that. 100+ hit by pitches in a career it's pretty crazy.
I mean, you got to be a little bit of an Iron Man.
A little bit, yeah. And I think there's a lot of practicing going on too about how to do it the right way.
And nonetheless, he has done that, and once again, 27 on the season so far. makes you laugh a bit. As he gets out there. And again, that brings up way for Bodie Calling, who is 0 for 2 so far.
But it's just that salty attitude, right? I mean, that's really what it is. It's any way you can, you get on base. And it creates momentum. Creates pressure, and it's an easy way to get on base, right? It's the easiest way to get out there. So maybe the most painful, but the easiest.
And, of course, here as we now have a 2-1 count here on Coling, the Sioux City East Black Raiders have grabbed the lead for the first time here in this one. And they're looking to add on to that. It's been a big inning. They've scored 2 runs in the 4th and now 2 here in the 5th.
No holes in this lineup, and that's what makes them so dangerous. There's just not an easy out to be had. And so, they're relentless.
And, it kind of looked there through the first three innings, and it was 1-2-3, 1-2-3, 1-2-3. You kind of wondered, would that offense show up? And now they have loaded the bases here on the strength of being hit by pitch twice in the inning, a walk, a double, a single, ringing in. I mean, there's a lot going on here.
Yeah, this is where it gets a little bit frustrating. You've been one pitch away from your third out here for a while.
Yes.
And nothing seems to be going the way you want it to go. And that creates stress on the pitcher, put your defense to sleep a little bit. And it's, by no fault of anybody's own, but we always tell our guys, hey, you're still one pitch away to get out of this inning, pop fly ball, whatever. But sometimes that third out is the hardest one to get.
And it does look as though we will have a new pitcher into the mix here, or potentially, does look like we're going to get a new hurler here. We're going to take a quick break here, and Coach, we really appreciate the chance. Thanks for talking with us, and thanks for inviting us here.
Anytime, absolutely.
Oftentimes when you have an injury or fall and you're concerned, your first thought is to go to the emergency room. But with DMOS Urgent Injury Clinic, wait times are often a lot less, and you can be seen at a lower cost.
If you know that your injury is related to bones, joints, muscles, ligaments, it's a great place to start.
From sprains and strains to fractures and even lacerations. We have 3 clinics for urgent injury that you can be seen at, and we have fantastic surgeons that we can consult and refer to when necessary.
Student council really was a good opportunity for me to understand myself as an individual leader and understand the best way for me to help other people.
Student council provides you with these skills that'll last you not just through high school, not just through college if that's something you want to do, but for the rest of your life.
It's much better to face those obstacles now and learn how to overcome them so that when they take that next step, they already have some of those skills in place to cope and overcome and become the best version of themselves that they can be.
Being in a place where you feel like you belong and finding kind of your voice is so important.
By being around other leaders, you really soak up all of that leadership, and it just makes you want to become a better leader.
There's people out there who have a capability for change and are willing to go out and create that change. And if I associate myself with them, I'll be a part of that grand scheme of things that's bringing positivity and positive change throughout the state.
Hey guys, a lot of ways out there in baseball to improve your game because it's all about improvement, right? And one of the ways you want to do that is improving your swing. One of the ways to help improve your swing? The Batting Donut. A trusted weight since 2022, comes in 9 and 16 ounce varieties. This covered in durable non-scratch.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here as we have a new pitcher. Remick heads on over to first. A bases loaded situation here, and East has clawed their way back. 2 runs in the 4th and now 2 here in the 5th. They have been efficient here with their mark. They have finally found that offense. 5 hits. As Chamberlain stands up, ready to do some damage. That one goes too far inside, and that will be a hit by pitch that draws run number 5 here for the Black Raiders. Brings one more run on home and more station-to-station baseball here. As the pitcher on the mound, Benjamin Booth, the junior, comes in with 11 innings under his belt, 10 strikeouts. A 298 average against him. That was just his 3rd hits batsman of the year. And it comes in a big way as McCaffrey standing on up to the plate. He'll send that one foul here for strike 1. McCaffrey represents batter number 9 of the inning. And boy, it looked like again, for 2 outs seemingly for the last hour. East has had 2 outs, and they have done all their damage with 2 outs. That one too far off the plate here as we go and draw the count even at 1-1. The inning started with the Stoos double and the sacrifice, hit by pitch, and a strikeout followed that. Since then, it's been nothing but Hit by pitch, singles, all of that as that one is sent flying high. And Remick will, in a poetic way, find out number 3 here, although it wasn't via him. But in the meantime, it was a heck of an inning here for the Sioux City East Black Raiders. They push across 3 runs in the process to give themselves their first lead of the game, and they do so now with a 5-3 advantage. And we'll come back, give you more as we get the bottom half of the 5th coming on up.
When it comes to protecting your home, you need more than just a contractor. You need a team that you can trust. And at IA Sports, we trust Lion Exteriors. They deliver expert roofing, siding, and exterior solutions built to last because your home deserves the best. With quality craftsmanship, honest service, and stress-free process from start to finish, they make upgrading your home simple and reliable. Whether it's storm damage, a full roof replacement, or a fresh new look, Lion Exteriors has you covered. Contact Noah today or visit lion-exteriors.com and tell them IA Sports sent you to schedule your free inspection. Lion Exteriors, protecting your kingdom.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We resume things here from Tall Anderson Field here in Omaha as we're going to go and give you the breakdown so far. It's been like this, an early 2-0 lead here for Valley, and that lasted an inning and a half before the Black Raiders drew it within 1, and then the 5th was a big inning. It has been a big inning as it went through, and they put up 3 runs to break through and capture the advantage here in this one. That is sent off, and that is a first pitch slice out there into right field. Nice job out there in right to grab that one, but a heck of a job there as we get the top of the lineup, and Grevengood with his first hit of the ball game. Oddly enough, just 2 hits in that inning. An RBI single by Koch and a double by Stoos. Otherwise than that, there were 2 batters hit by pitch, a couple walks, and that had helped with some good base running to push through. Now a 2-run advantage. And East, I got to say, through the first 3 innings, did not look like they were on track to do just that. They had no hits through the first 3 innings, and all 5 have come in the last 2. Chamberlain has been strong. That one too far inside to even up the count at 1-1. It's been a bend but not break type of game here for Chamberlain, who came in with 52 strikeouts. Now is 53 with just 1 here in this game. Hooking now, ready at the plate. He is 0 for 2. He has grounded out and flown out in 2 trips. The next pitch will be too far in the zone as well. Too far out of the zone, I should say. 2-1 with the count. Sioux City East looking to continue on what has been a nearly unblemished season at 32-1. The Valley Tigers looking for win number 21 here. And that one gets lifted out there into right center. Shallow field coming on will be a strong look from Koch as he'll record 2 of a nice pair of outs here over the last couple of innings. A good run there. That kept the runner in at first as 1 down. Now brings up Stedman to the plate. Stedman 0 for 2. He flew out to center back in the 3rd his last time up. Excuse me. Keeping them honest over there at first, making sure that nothing else keeps moving along. 67 total bases stolen here for the Tigers. That one gets lifted into deep center. That tracks him back, and Ashcraft right before the warning track will capture that one. That looked to have some heat behind it right off the bat, but it was not high enough, far enough into the glove of Ashcraft for out number 2. And now Remick with a chance at a little bit of redemption here. Again, wasn't able to get out of the inning on the mound in the last half inning, but chance to do some damage here. He's 0 for 2. Again, we just had a conversation with Coach Britsky of Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln. That one a nice backdoor breaker in there for the strike. And, of course, Coach Britsky for the Lynx, 20-plus win season for them already, a strong year, and potential for being a number 2 seed anyway. We'll see how that works out. Again, 3A, 4A brackets coming on up. And, of course, Kate Nissen and myself, Andrew Brown, will dive into the reaction when that happens, when they drop. We'll get you our thoughts and matchups that we find intriguing and a whole lot more. So the 2-strike count here to the number 4 hole man, cleanup hitter in Remick. That one a good shot out there deep in the hole, and they get the exchange at second. What a play by Jepson. And defense saving the day here for the Black Raiders, and the Western Kentucky commit sets down the Tigers here in the bottom half of inning number 5. And now that means East will get their chance at it once more when we come back. It's the top half of the 6 right after this here on the IA Baseball Network.
Hey guys, a lot of ways out there in baseball to improve your game because it's all about improvement, right? And one of the ways you want to do that is improving your swing. One of the ways to help improve your swing, the batting donut. A trusted weight since 2022, comes in 9 and 16 ounce varieties. This covered in durable non-scratch silicone helped to protect your bat. It comes in a signature pink, blue, or chocolate frosting. Is a great way to pay homage to a wonderful breakfast treat while helping to strengthen, home in, and zero in on your perfect swing. So don't leave it to chance. Go out there, have some fun, and get the batting donut today.
Your chance to get the Performer of the Week nominated. It's nearing its end. Go ahead and all across social media, Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, go ahead and hit us up. Also, you can do so iabaseball1@gmail.com. Go ahead and hit us up there for your Performer of the Week. And on Sunday, head to the IA Baseball Facebook page where you can vote. And that's right, get your votes in. Frankie Stus coming on up, second time in 2 innings. He doubled his last trip up. And he takes a look at ball 1 low. As once again, we bring you what has happened so far. 6 hits here for Valley, 5 for Sioux City East. Both teams with some pretty good work up to this point. A 1-1 count here with the pitch. That one's sent back. That will be foul out of play, strike 2. Again, all 5 hits for the Black Raiders have come in the last 2 innings. They have saved all the fun here for late. We're here in the top half of inning number 6, an instant classic between these 2 teams already brewing. Here's the pitch. That one and a chopper out there to Lind. He'll get the easy fire on over to first, and he'll capture out number 1 of the inning. This is game 2 of the 4-game slate here. It is Ames taking on Sioux City East in the very next game from Tal Anderson Field here in Omaha. And now Quentin Ashcraft back up to the plate. Shoots that one foul for strike 1. 0 for 1, had a sacrifice back in the 5th. And that one gets lifted high and out of play, a quick 0-2 hole. So 11 combined hits in this one, 8 combined runs. East on the upper end of a 5-3 lead, and that is strikeout number 1 here on the mound for the Valley Hurler in Benjamin Booth, his first of the day. Gets the 9-hole man to strike out. And again, for Colton Remick, who Booth has come in relief for, he went 4 2/3 worth of work, 6 strikeouts, was credited for the 5 runs. And now the top of the lineup here in Cal Jepson, who has reached base twice in 3 trips. Ball 1 on the outer edge. So far, Jepson has flown out, singled, and been hit by pitch, later coming around to score. He is absolutely every bit of a premier shortstop. That one takes a look at it, says that's not for me. In the end, though, it dives in for strike 1. East on top of a 4A battle here. Number 1 ranked East. And another top 16 battle. That one is poked out there, and that will be over the shortstop's head as Hookie not able to capture that one and legging it out into a double. That is absolute mastery out there on the field. Man, what a run here. Cal Jepson, when everybody else, including the cameraman, thought it was a single, it was an easy turn double. Wow, as he stands in scoring position. What a play here, and just like that, they're having a little bit of conversation here with the number 2 hole man in Kason Claiborne as he steps on up here, gets on ready. So far is 0 for 3, looking to connect on something here. I mean, this is a guy who has plenty of pop into his bat. As that one is shot left side, that will get into the outfield grass, and they're going to send Jepson on home. There will be a throw, but it will not be in time. Claiborne tries for second and gets it. Heck of a day here for the East Black Raiders. And that is the first hit of the ball game here for Kason Claiborne, and it comes in a big way as it plates one more, and the Black Raider lead now increases by 1. Now Kellen Cook stepping on up to the plate. He is 2 for 3. He's driven in 2 runs of his own. As the Black Raiders now with 7 hits on the day. That one chopped over there. A good pick by Coos and a fire across the diamond. And he will grab the out, but not before damage has been done. One more run off the strength of an RBI single here from Kason Claiborne as he gives the Sioux City East Black Raiders a doubled lead. It's now 6-3. And it'll be chance here to come on back with McClinton, Plum, and Anderson. Don't go anywhere. We still got more coverage coming on up right here from Tal Anderson Field in Omaha.
Hey guys, a lot of ways out there in baseball to improve your game because it's all about improvement, right? And one of the ways you want to do that is improving your swing. One of the ways to help improve your swing, the batting donut. A trusted weight since 2022, comes in 9 and 16 ounce varieties. This covered in durable non-scratch silicone helped to protect your bat. It comes in a signature pink, blue, or chocolate frosting. Is a great way to pay homage to a wonderful breakfast treat while helping to strengthen, home in, and zero in on your perfect swing. So don't leave it to chance. Go out there, have some fun, and get the batting donut today.
Welcome on back, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks again for tuning in to the broadcast here, brought to you by DeMoss Orthopedics and the great folks at Insolites.com. Insolites, the LED flashing insulated light that you can see from half a mile or more away. If you're done shocking yourself with your electric fence to see if it's working, check out Insolites at Insolites.com today. All right, we start things off here for the Valley Tigers with the 5-hole man as he zooms that one over the head of Stoos. And a quick hit at that one did not take any time as the first pitch sailed over the head of a very tall Stoos, over 6 foot. He sends it over him for his second hit of the ball game. And now Plum stepping on up. Plum 2 for 2, a perfect 2 for 2, a double, a single, and looking to add on to that mark here with a runner on. Sends that one foul and a dart for strike one. It's been a heck of a ball game so far. 2 runs by Valley in the bottom of the second. They added, and then of course, the 4th inning where East tied it up. Valley added 1 more for a 1-run lead. But since then, it has been all Sioux City East as they plated 3 runs in the top of the 5th, 1 in the top of the 6th. And that's where we stand right now. We have a 1-1 count. Cal Chamberlain on for his 6th inning of work. And gets a half-hearted swing there for strike 2. And Valley looking for win number 21 on the year. Sioux City East looking for win number 33. Chamberlain, lefty extraordinaire. We got to see him at practice. We got to see him last Saturday, in fact, as well. And boy, does he prove a lot on the mound. Strikeout number 2. Cal Chamberlain in a big way sets him down again. Just his second strikeout, but it comes in a big way as now it brings up Max Anderson back to the plate. Getting substitutions and everything figured out here. And Max Anderson looking here at an 0 for 1 day, sacrifice back in the 4th. Check swing is in there for the strike, 0-1. East has been on a tear here the last 3 innings. It's been a tale of 2 halves up to this point right now. It was a 2-0 lead here as that one, a absolute 6 slider finding its way in there. Valley started off 2-0, and then the 4th inning, it was 3-2 Valley. But 4 unanswered runs here by East has put them in the driver's seat as 2 consecutive strikeouts here by Chamberlain keeps things right on rolling. So 3 strikeouts now for Chamberlain as he sets down 2 in a row via the K. And now Plummer stepping on up to the plate, takes a look at strike 1. And it does seem like Chamberlain has started off a little slow. Again, second inning got hit around a little bit, but a little bit more and more confidence there. And he is now starting to find that outside corner with ease. And it's in a rhythm here now. Already 2 strikeouts in the inning after a first pitch single. And it has been just a breeze through here by the upperclassmen here for Sioux City East. Another swing through on the good old Uncle Charlie, and what a performance here by Cal Chamberlain. He has turned it on as of late. That is back-to-back-to-back strikeouts, and Sioux City East with their last chance coming on up to add more. It's a 6-3 Sioux City East lead when we return right here on the IA Baseball Network.
When it comes to protecting your home, you need more than just a contractor. You need a team that you can trust. And at IA Sports, we trust Lion Exteriors. They deliver expert roofing, siding, and exterior solutions built to last because your home deserves the best. With quality craftsmanship, honest service, and stress-free process from start to finish, they make upgrading your home simple and reliable. Whether it's storm damage, a full roof replacement, or a fresh new look, Lion Exteriors has you covered. Contact Noah today or visit lion-exteriors.com and tell them IA Sports sent you to schedule your free inspection. Lion Exteriors, protecting your kingdom.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's dive into what's been happening so far, brought to you by Insolites. 2 runs for Valley in the second. It was matched a little bit anyway by 2 runs in the fourth for Sioux City East. Valley took the lead right back in the next half inning. Since then, 4 unanswered for Sioux City East has given them the 3-run advantage here, as we will dive in and have a new pitcher to talk about coming on up here for the Valley Tigers, and it will be none other than Leighton Huckey, the senior. 13 strikeouts as we bring you back into the mix. Huckey again, 13 strikeouts on the year and even 1.00 ERA. He has a batting average of .281 against him. He has issued just 10 walks on the year. And he is going to be the one in charge of keeping it where it is, trying to keep things all knotted up and try to keep this hot East offense at just 6 runs, which again, they came in averaging well over 8 runs per contest. In fact, over 11 runs per contest. And it's Logan Cherkas to swing through that one and start us off here in the top of inning number 7. Cherkas so far has been hit by pitch, the 27th of the season for him, and he also drew a walk in 3 trips. He wisely lays off of that one as we move the count here to 1-1. Valley started off again with the scoring efforts, and this has been every bit of a game that we wanted here. Back and forth. It's again an edge for Sioux City East, 6-3 right now. That's an outside corner call contemplated there and end up getting the nod for strike 2. And here's the pitch. This one gets laced out there left side, but that will be well foul and out of play, in fact. Again, Cherkas has been deemed as the national high school leader in hit by pitch, over 100 on his career. This one gets sent sky high, and this will be a tough one for Snook. He'll end up capturing it, though, with ease. And he'll secure the out. It's now 1 down. And now that will bring up Bodie Calling to the plate. He has yet to get a hit, but has reached base on a walk back in the 5th. Check swing, but in the zone anyway at 0-1. And again, Sioux City East, they made it to the state tournament last year, first time in a long time, and they did so when it came all the way for the first time in Sioux City. And of course, they fell to the eventual rising surprise of the state tournament last year in Bettendorf, who made it all the way to the title game against Iowa City High. But now Sioux City East coming back, and they have somehow retooled even more than what they had last year. They lost some big bats, but boy, did they earn a lot back here. Again, Kyle Chamberlain just being a little bit of an addition here. Koch, a newcomer into the mix. He has been pretty solid. But for the most part, Ashcraft, Seuss, McCaffrey, Calling, Cherkas, Claiborne, Jepson, all but one of this lineup was a regular last year. So no matter where you go, Coach Britsky was on here and he talked about it. It is just up and down the lineup. There's no easy outs. A lot of these guys batting well over 300, and it's shown here against a good pitching staff here in Valley. That one is in there, inner third, and that's called a strikeout. Culling set down for the second time on strikes. That's the second strikeout of the game here for Booth. Or excuse me, first strikeout of the game here for Huckey. And now that'll bring up Cal Chamberlain back to the plate. He has double homed a run, been hit by a pitch, and flew out in 3 trips. Again, coming on in, known for his arm, Chamberlain has shown the world that he has just as strong of a bat to go with it. The pitch, and that one is sent fouled out of play here as we quick dive it into a 1-1 count. And you got to give credit to Remick, who started the game. I mean, he went through 3 innings, and it was 1-2-3, 1-2-3, 1-2-3. And he got to the 5th as that one is shot right up the middle, and that will be into the outfield grass. Hit number 2 for Chamberlain on the day. As Sioux City East keeps rolling here, and now we bring up the number 7 hole man in McCaffrey. Chamberlain picking up hit number 37 on the season as McCaffrey stepping on up. He has 30 hits as well on the year and takes a look at ball 1 to begin his 3rd at-bat of the game. He had popped out and grounded out in 2 trips. This one gets sent left side, a trick over to second, and they get the lead runner for the force out. And that is how we wrap up the top of the 7th. Despite some action, no score for the East Black Raiders here in this inning. And now we are down to the do-or-die bottom of the 7th. The Valley Tigers need 3 to tie it, 4 to win it. We'll see what happens when we come back here from Tall Anderson Field in Omaha, Nebraska.
Oftentimes when you have an injury or fall and you're concerned, your first thought is to go to the emergency room. But with DeMoss Urgent Injury Clinic, wait times are often a lot less and you can be seen at a lower cost.
If you know that your injury is related to bones, joints, muscles, ligaments, it's a great place to start.
From sprains and strains to fractures and even lacerations. We have 3 clinics for urgent injury that you can be seen at, and we have fantastic surgeons that we can consult and refer to when necessary.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here from Tall Anderson Field in Omaha. The game has gone so far like this. A 2-0 lead for Valley early, answered by 2 in the 4th by Sioux City East. And then it was a 3-2 lead for Valley after 4. Since then, 4 unanswered here by the Black Raiders. That has given them their edge here as they lead this one 6-3. And that one, first pitch out there to Culling, and he'll get a quick fire over there to second. And Chamberlain 2 outs away from going the distance here.
Back to the top of the order we go.
As again, Lind is set down and Trent Grevengood stepping on up to the plate. Grevengood is 1 for 2, was hit by pitch in the 1st, reached via single in the 5th. That one gets hit out there into left field, and a looper about 3 steps to his right, and that's how Leader will go ahead and capture out number 2. Leander, excuse me. And with Grevengood down here, that is a huge out. As now it brings up Hookey to the plate, 0 for 3 here in this one. And their chances are quickly diminishing here. So with 2 down here in the bottom of inning number 7 already, Chamberlain working well, the 1-0 count. Make it 1-1 down to their final 2 strikes here go the Valley Tigers. And the pitch Inside here, man, this could be a huge win. A real big feather in the cap for Sioux City East as they look to get back to the state tournament, which now takes its way to Cedar Rapids. And the Colonel Stadium, as that one goes behind Hookie. And we have a 3-1 count. Chamberlain, I got to say, early on, it seemed like he was getting batted around here. At least he had 2 innings of 5 or more batters coming on up, and that was a lot here as that one draws ball 4 and the walk. So you weren't quite sure if he was going to have an early exit or not, at least through the first couple innings. But again, a 1-2-3 third, and even past that, he hasn't had any more than 5 runners in an inning, 5 batters in an inning, I should say. So he hasn't let things get out of hand here as Stedman comes on up to the plate. So it's been fairly effective here. It's been a little wild at times, but boy, Chamberlain has done what he's needed to do. He's only had 4 strikeouts, and I say only because up until the last inning, he only had 1. 3 more in the last inning as that one gets laced out there into right center field, and that'll bring a runner headed on over to third, and we will get that runner to third as that'll be onto the base pass. Hookie goes to third, and Stedman finds his way with his first hit of the ball game as he camps out at first. And now Colton Remick, if you want a guy to go ahead and put a big wrinkle in things, this is the guy to do it. Remick, so far, 0 for 3, fielder's choice last inning. He sends that one, and a diving attempt, no go. That brings home 1 run for the Tigers. Colling with a nice diving stop, but couldn't get there in time as Remick's first hit of the game will drive home run number 4 for the Valley Tigers. So making their way back here. Runners now on first and second. McClinton doing the duties here, coming on up for the Tigers. And we have Coach Miller coming on out. There is 2 down, but still, there is a lot to go here. You still got to make competitive pitches. You got to go out there. And boy, what a teetering point right now. Do you go and bring in someone who is going to be thrust into a position, or do you continue to trust the work of Cal Chamberlain, who has gone the distance for you? I mean, he has given up 8 hits, but it's a real bend but not break type of day for him. So how do you think? Let us know where do you think he should go for right now? It looks like he will go ahead and keep his star hurler in. But boy, he is on thin ice right now. 8 combined hits for both teams here. 8 hits for both squads. Both teams with some good offense here in this one. And again, up at the plate, McClinton, he takes a look at that pitch, and he sends that one high. That one's going. That one's tailing on Ashcraft, and he drops it. He drops the ball, and 1 run comes on home. We get another runner coming on, and that will tie the ball game. An error in center field proves very costly, as now the Valley Tigers, who are looking dead to rights with a loss, now have new life as the error gives 2 runs, and it's a tie ball game and a chance to now walk it off. And now we have Aiden Plum stepping on up in a big-time position here. He swings through the first pitch, strike 1. So now Sioux City East, which worked all the way back from scoreless, hitless through the first 3, 5 unanswered, 4 unanswered, and now they've given up 3 here, and 2 of them on the error in center field. Ashcraft looking like he, I don't know, maybe took his eye off the ball just a little bit as the ball kind of just popped out of the glove. And, you know, that's always tough, man. It's certainly hard. And that was not an easy stretch. He had to go nearly to the Mavericks O, which was about halfway across in the route to go to left field. But, man, did it prove very, very costly. The Raiders were looking dead to rights at win number 33. The Valley Tigers, they were 1 out away from their 13th loss of the season. And Kyle Chamberlain, of course, always a good professional, always there for his teammates. But boy, that has to sting just a little bit here. 1-2 with the count. Trying to get out of the inning here. That one gets lifted. Some redemption out there in center field. It keeps going, and it goes, and it will go for the walk-off. Valley has come back. New life here, and the Tigers win this one in walk-off fashion. Bottom of the 7th. Heck of a play by Plum as he gives the Valley Tigers win number 21 on the season. Wow. I got to say, that was not the outcome I had just a matter of a few minutes ago. The Tigers come on back down by 3. They plate 4 in the 7th, and they go ahead and capture the victory. A stunned Sioux City East squad now has to get ready, and they have to let this one roll off their shoulders pretty quickly. Wow, what a game. That had just about everything in store as it went all the way from a Valley lead, tied it up for Sioux City East. Then they got the lead, and boy, for the vast majority of this game, it was a back and forth battle. And all the way, 2 outs left in the game. 2 outs in the game, I should say. It was the Valley Tigers to absolutely stun Sioux City East. And the number 1 rated Black Raiders, they fall here in this one. But they got a chance coming on up. They'll play Ames in the next battle. We're going to go ahead and recap this action when we come back. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back after this.
Hey guys, a lot of ways out there in baseball to improve your game because it's all about improvement, right? And one of the ways you want to do that is improving your swing. One of the ways to help improve your swing, the batting donut. A trusted weight since 2022, comes in 9 and 16 ounce varieties. This covered in durable non-scratch silicone helped to protect your bat. It comes in a signature pink, blue, or chocolate frosting. Is a great way to pay homage to a wonderful breakfast treat while helping to strengthen, home in, and zero in on your perfect swing. So don't leave it to chance. Go out there, have some fun, and get the batting donut today.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's a walk-off winner here for the Valley Tigers as they go ahead and capture this one. They capture the win here as we go ahead and give you a Valley win 7-6. It was an absolute wild ride here. As you take a look, the Tigers 10 hits to push across those 7 runs. 4 of them coming in the bottom half of inning number 7. Meanwhile, Sioux City East, as they dropped to 32-2, they had 8 hits in the contest, 6 runs, and 2 errors, the last of which proved very, very costly as it could have been a win. It turned around to give the Valley Tigers their opportunity to score. And again, off of Aiden Plum, RBI, knocking in as he drives a single for the final run of the game, which gives the Tigers their 21st victory of this season. And so for the Valley Tigers, man, they come out of this UNO quad absolutely unblemished. They stun the number 1 ranked Black Raiders, and they do so with 2 outs in the inning. They scored most of those runs, all but one of the 4 runs in the last inning with 2 outs. So they were hunting. They were doing everything they can. They scratched and clawed. They found their way into the victory column yet again for Game 2. So Valley escapes with the win. Again, they move to 21-12 on the season. And as we look at the schedule ahead for the Valley Tigers, it'll look like this. They go up and they travel to Waukee on the 29th. And then they will travel twice more, once to Southeast Polk and to Ankeny Centennial, before ending the regular season at home on July 6th against Ankeny. Meanwhile, for the Black Raiders, they're going to turn around and play Ames here in the next game, and then they're home for their next 2 battles against Sioux City West, and then a game on July 2nd against Sioux City East. That will be, or Sioux City Bishop Heelan anyway. That will be at home, and a game that we might look to broadcast as well. And their final game of the 2026 regular season for East will be on the road against Harlan. With that, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. Wow, what a walk-off thriller here. And we're going to turn around and have the Black Raiders go up against the Ames High Cyclones, and that'll be next. We're going to take a quick break here. We'll have a brand new stream on the other end of things, so don't go anywhere. While you're at it, check out all the cool stuff that is at the IA Sports YouTube page. All of the great clips, bump day shows, crib tours, and a whole lot more. Check it out while you're there waiting. And on the other side, we will have Ames, Sioux City East. We'll be right back.